guys, so I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to make some stuffed salmon. So I'm going to stuff the salmon with some shrimp, and it's a seafood stuffed salmon, so I'm going to stuff it with some shrimp and some crab meat. So first I'm going to season the shrimp. So I'm going to add in some black pepper, Old Bay, a must, some paprika. This gives it a little color. Some Cajun Creole seasoning. I have two kinds here. I have the Slap Your Mama one. I might use some of this too. A little of this. I'm going to put in some pepper flakes. Some garlic powder. I'm going to just mix this all together. And then I'm going to cook this on the stove. So I'm going to turn on the stove and I'm going to cook this in my wok here. Just turn that on. I'm going to put a little oil in the pan. A little olive oil and a little butter. The olive oil just stops the butter from burning too much. So I'll put a piece of butter in there. And it melts. I'm going to put some of this shrimp in my stuffed fish, and I'm going to keep some to reserve for garnishing. So I'm just going to take the shrimp and just put it in there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to cook all of them at the same time. I'm going to put the heat on medium to low. The shrimp cook really fast, and then you have butter in there. You don't want the butter to burn too much. So I'm going to have to do this in parts. So once I get done doing this, we'll move on to the next step. So you're going to let this cook for like a minute and a half on each side. The shrimp cook really fast. In 3 minutes, shrimp is cooked. You don't want it to be too chewy, and plus I'm putting this in the salmon, so I don't want it to be too cooked all the way. Salt the shrimp, and now I'm going to cook up these vegetables. So I'm going to cook the onions first. Onions and garlic first. I have onions, garlic, and peppers here. I also added in a little pimento pepper for a little stringy kick to it. We just want to saute this for a few minutes because you want the vegetables to be cooked when we put it in the mixture, the stuffing mixture. We want it to be cooked. We don't want to have raw. So now that this is all cooked together, I'm going to add in the peppers. I have bell peppers, pimento peppers, and I also added in some habanero peppers because, as I always say, we like spicy food. So I added in like a habanero pepper in there just to give it a little kick. It's not going to be too spicy because I didn't really put the seeds. So we're going to just cook all of this up together. And I'm going to season this a little. A little garlic powder, some salt, and some black pepper. Just let that cook down. Then we'll be on to the next step. I'm going to let this cook for about 3 minutes. Once everything is soft, because I don't want the peppers to be too crunchy in there. I want it to cook really well. So I'm going to let it cook down for about 3 minutes and then we move on. So for the filling, the stuffing, I'm going to use crab meat. So I bought this from Sam's Club. It's it says that it's 1 pound, 16 ounces roll of crab meat. It says blue crab. So I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to use all of that. And I'm going to put in some lemon juice. Let me find my lemon squeezer. Put in some lemon juice in there. I'm going to use the juice of like 1 whole lemon. Oopsie. Alright. Now I'm going to put in the cream cheese. Kind of fluffing this down. So this is like 12 ounces of cream cheese. I left it out at room temperature because if it's too hard, it's not going to mix in well. You're going to have a hard time. So put the cream cheese here and I mix that together. And I need a spoon for this. Once that's mixed in, I'm going to add in my peppers. You know that peppers that I sauteed with the onions and the garlic. I'm going to put that in there. I'm also going to put in some spinach. This is like a pack of spinach that I had frozen. The frozen is better. It's easier to work with. I mean, you can use fresh spinach and just cook it a little, but it's so much easier using the frozen spinach. I'm going to keep mixing this in. I'm going to add in the shrimp. My bowl is too small. Then I'm going to put in some green onions, parsley, some Cajun seasoning, paprika, some black pepper, Old Bay. I have another Cajun seasoning here. No, this is the wrong one. Probably just use this one. I can't find the other one, but I have another Cajun seasoning that I use. Oh yeah, it's right here. So I'll use that instead of this one. I already have garlic powder in there. And a little seasoned salt. Also some Worcestershire sauce. And last but not least, some Parmesan cheese. Like a cup of Parmesan. So now we're going to mix all of this in. And this will be our stuffing for salmon. I have my salmon and I have my filling over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some butter in my cast iron skillet. I'm going to put some lemon slices at the bottom of the pan to give it a little, that lemon flavor. I like baking, when I'm baking my seafood, I like putting lemon at the bottom. It just gives it that nice lemony taste, flavor. So I'm just going to lay this here. There's seeds in there, but it's fine. I'm just going to take the seeds out. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to season this salmon first before I do anything. So I'm going to season them really well. It doesn't matter if all the salmon don't get the lemons, they're not on top of all, because it's going to spring the juice. So I didn't like this fish that I got. I got this fish at Sam's Club, but it had the skin on, so it was a chore to get the skin off and everything, but it's all good. So now I'm going to just sprinkle some Cajun seasoning on this, on the salmon. We'll rub it in after. Then I'm going to put in some paprika. Black pepper. A little bit of seasoned salt. Don't want to put too much because we already have seasoning in the stuffing. And this is Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna put some of this one also. I like the seasoning a lot. And then I have some grilled seafood seasoning here. I'm just gonna put a little of that, and I'm just gonna rub that into the fish so that both sides get the seasoning. Alright, and now I'm going to add my stuffing on. I'm just going to put that on there. I think I made too much stuffing, but I'll stuff something else with that. We're just going to put enough where you get like that crab and that shrimp in every bite. Just lay it on top. Yeah, my fish, I'm not satisfied with the fish, the sizes they are in, because of, as I said, they had the skin on, so I had to take it off. And so it's ideal to get fish with the skin off when you're doing this. So I'm trying to use up all this crab, all this filling. So that's why I'm putting so much, but you can put how much you like on there. So once I do that, I'm going to season these 3 pieces of fish that I'm going to cover these ways. So I preheated my oven at 375. I'm going to bake this for about 20 minutes. So I'm just going to season the top also, because you want that seasoning all over your fish, especially the top. So we're just going to lightly season it. I have a heavy hand. When I'm cooking, I just cook too much. I just put some Old Bay, the same thing we put on the other one, but the paprika is going to give it that nice color, so I like using the paprika on there. So for a little extra, this is just me being extra, I put a little more Parmesan cheese just on the top of that before I cover it. And then I just lay these on top. Oh, I have another one. It's not the size that I wanted, so it's not exactly equal. Now there's 4 pieces I had. I'm just going to season it. Just season this piece real quick. Once that oven is preheated and it goes off, I'm going to put it in there for 20 minutes. So now I'm going to just put this at the top. Oh, yeah. Put this at the top. And then I'm going to brush the top with some butter. I'm going to add in some garlic powder in the butter, just to give it a little garlicky taste. I love garlic. And then we're just going to lightly brush this butter at the top. Just keep brushing that. Now salmon cook really fast, so that's why we cook everything that goes inside. We make sure we cook it, because salmon cooks in like 20 minutes. Alright, so I brush out with the butter just to give it a nice color. And now I'm going to put it in the oven. Oh yeah, I forgot, I'm going to sprinkle some parsley on there. You don't really have to do this, you can do it after. Salmon, it actually baked faster than I expected. It baked in 30 minutes. I'm not 30 minutes, sorry, 15 minutes instead of 20 minutes. So this is the finished product, and I'm going to show you how I plate it up.